SoccerBallz.co.za.
And I've got to say, it's been a great World Cup. But meanwhile, in South Africa, all our poor footballers are back in pre-season training. Now, for anyone that didn't play football at any kind of level, pre-season training is worse than having your teeth taken out and your toenails put in your eyes. It's a tough, tough thing. Willard Katsande is in the middle of it. Am I right, Willard?
Yeah.
Willard Katsande, my player of the season last year in the PSL, a defensive midfielder that wouldn't look out of place in the current Brazilian side, in my view, a man who knows how to tackle, a man who knows how to score in Soweto derbies. Willard, how's pre-season training been so far?
Yeah, what I just want to think is want to thank God for brought us together as a team. But I don't want to talk much about preseason. I think we're quite doing very well. Yeah, that's all I can say for now.
Oh, right. It's top secret what's going on at Kaizer Chiefs, is it? Is Stuart Baxter a tough taskmaster, or does he leave it to a fitness coach?
I beg your pardon?
Does Stuart Baxter whip you guys, or is there a fitness coach that puts you through the hard running?
No, our coach is a professional coach. I think he sticks to his program. So, yeah, we're blessed to have a coach like him. Yeah,
absolutely right. Willard, obviously, you've been watching the World Cup with the rest of us, I would have thought. You're a professional footballer. You love the game. What stands out? How do you feel about the African nations? We finally got two sides from CAF into the last 16. Can we see that as a success? The first time we've ever got two sides into the last 16. Is that good?
Yeah. I think it was quite good. The African nations played very well. I think we're just unlucky because if you could see, most of the time they dominated the game. It's just that luck was not on their side. But overall, I think we are improving in Africa in terms of tactical. I think by the next World Cup we would find one or two teams again goes all the way to the semi-finals.
To the semi-finals. I mean, that's what we've all got to hope for. It's going to be a bit tricky in Russia. They were saying, one of the guys was saying to me, if we have drinks breaks in Brazil because it's so hot, perhaps in Russia we'll have bonfire breaks because it's so cold. But Willard, you would have watched the Algeria-Germany game. How unlucky were Algeria there? You know, as an African nation, could have got into the quarterfinals, took it to extra time. Were you on the edge of your seat? Were you with the rest of us?
Exactly. I watched the game. Algeria got quite decent chances than Germany. It's just that their goalkeeper of Germany was on his toes because we could have caught them on account. I think in 3 occasions it was going to be 3-0, and it was going to be a new different game.
Yeah, absolutely right. I've got Manuel Neuer on Twitter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy him into what you're saying on Twitter, because I think Manuel Neuer was the difference. That's what was so ironic.
Exactly, because if you could see Algeria, they were playing with energy. They were passing the ball with speed, and they were cutting Germany behind their defense. I think they played very well. It's just that the goalkeeper of Germany was quite good and clever, because you saw he was sweeping behind the defense. He cleared 3 good balls, which was all keeper to beat.
Absolutely. Willard, isn't it the case that we've seen in this World Cup how vitally important in the modern game it is to have a goalkeeper that, number 1, clears behind his defence, number 2, doesn't miss a cross, and number 3 is an absolutely brilliant shot stopper? I mean, obviously at Kaizer Chiefs you've got that in Ntumela Nkune, but haven't you noticed that the goalkeepers have been a major part of this World Cup?
Exactly, yeah. All the last 16 games, it was decided by the goalkeepers. They were on top of their games, and it shows that modern football is improving. Even the goalkeepers, it's not like days whereby goalkeepers they just concede easily. Now the goalkeepers, they are jealous with their goals, so I think they are making this game interesting.
I love that.
That's what we need.
Goalkeepers are jealous of their goals. We know that, don't we, Willard? I can imagine when a goal goes in at Kaizer Chiefs, you're going to get it in the neck from Ntumela Nkune at every point. They're always slightly mad goalkeepers, aren't they?
Exactly. They don't want to concede. They always push their defenders to be on their toes, to clean everything, so that for him as a goalkeeper, he keep a clean sheet. That's all they want, and of which is good. It's good, and it makes this game competitive.
Absolutely, mate. I mean, I think that the great shame for me, the great sadness for me, was that for Southern Africans, we didn't have Ntumbulo Nkune and Andile Jali and all those kind of people playing in this World Cup. And of course, for you as a Zimbabwean, not having Knowledge Masona in, and would it be nice to see how you would function as a defensive midfielder at World Cup level, in front of everyone, in front of 30 million people every night. How does it feel when you sit there and your country hasn't qualified? Andile Jali the other night came out and said, I'm going to do everything in my power to get us to the World Cup next time. I don't want to sit and watch another World Cup. I want to be there. Do you feel the same, Willard?
Yeah, obviously, Mr. New. As a player, I do have ambitions. I do have goals. When I sit down and try to explain, to narrate my story to my kids that I was a Kaizer Chiefs player. I played in AFCON. I played in World Cup. You understand? Those are the kind of things we need, and it's gonna give me exposure. You understand? And it's gonna. I'm going to write my own history in Zimbabwean football that Willard Katsande was the part of the group who managed to qualify for the World Cup. So for the South African guys, I think they do have edge on their side. If you talk about Ntumbulo Nkune, George Lebese, they still have a long way to go in terms of their career. So I think it's up to them as players to stay hungry, for them to be to dedicate their source, their hard work, their energy to say that we need to be in Russia. You understand? I think every player wants to be there. So it starts right now for the preparation. You can prepare for the World Cup 2018, whereby it will be in 2017 June. It doesn't work like that. It starts right now, whereby the coaches they need there to plan with a bigger picture of the nation, whereby they start to rebuild a young squad. They make them to bond as a team. We understand every time they have to know each other when they're playing. I think that way will help if you want to achieve the goal to qualify for the next World Cup.
Mate, I can only agree. Wouldn't it be great to see some of the Southern African sides topping their qualifying groups, in 2.5, 3 years' time before Russia? And obviously we've got AFCON 2015 in Morocco before that. But Willard, when you look at the way this World Cup has gone, who's been the single player that's impressed you the most? I think I've got an idea who mine is. Who's your best player so far?
My best player, as you can see, Lionel Messi is doing wonders, bruh. We don't need to take that away from him, because if you could see that Argentinian team is not all that strong. You understand? But he's driving them. He's scoring important goals. He's creating important goals like this one. The last 16 game, he ran past 4 defenders and released Di Maria to score. And of which that's what you need. That's what you expect from a player like him, because that game is now won by individual brilliance. And I think for me, he's doing wonders. I think he's gonna keep on doing that for his country.
He just comes up with it every time. If it's not a goal, then it's an assist, isn't it? Messi is always there. Who's the best player you ever faced, Willard, in all your travels around Africa? Who would you say is the most skillful player you had to defend against as a top defensive midfielder on the continent?
Yeah, I think it was Abtreka of Ali.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, he's a great player, isn't he? Abtreka,
yeah.
a great player in Egypt. Do you think, Willard, and this is a very unfair question, do you think if Lionel Messi's running at you, you're the defensive midfielder just in front of your midfield, it's 0-0, it's extra time, Di Maria, is running left of you, Messi's on the ball, would you be able to get to it? Would you be able to counter a man of that talent?
Yeah, the only thing you can do is try to make a foul, so that maybe the goalkeeper, you understand, because Messi is a brilliant player. Maybe the goalkeeper, he might save that foul. But the other thing, the trick part is that Messi is very good at those set pieces, you understand?
Yeah, exactly.
So
then he takes the
will
free
be-
kick. Yeah.
Exactly, it will be difficult in both ways. If you wanna foul him, he's gonna count against you. If you wanna leave him, he's gonna destroy everything. So it's 50-50 situation. You have to gamble.
I love it, mate. The only way to stop Messi is foul him. Then he takes the free kick and scores. That's how tough it is. Have you had a look? I promised that I would ask everyone today about the man who's really caught our attention all over the world, in America, all over Europe. He's at Monaco at the moment. His name is James Rodriguez. Scorer of the Golden Boot holder at the moment with, is it five goals?
Yeah, 5.
And ahead of Messi, ahead of Müller, ahead of Benzema. And who else has got 4? Have you noticed this Rodriguez lad at all? Little baby face boy up front?
Yeah, I watched him. He's a quality player. He's a quality player, and he's playing very well, and he's winning games for Colombia. I think, he's another guy who up his game whereby no one was calling about him. But now look where he is now. I think he's doing good from game 1 until now, because I saw his finishing is a top class finishing. I think all he just needs is just to keep on going. But for me, I still go with Messi, because Messi can still do wonders. Even Messi can still score a hat-trick. You understand? So it's a 50-50 situation. But James Rodriguez is playing very well, and I think is the future great player we're gonna watch in the world.
I think because he's only 22, he's got a few years on those others. Right, your final question, Willard, and you've been absolutely brilliant as always today. Who's going to win it? Can Colombia upset Brazil, or will Brazil go on and win it? Or Argentina? What do you think?
I'll tip Belgium.
Ah, okay. So you're going for Belgium. Never won it before. Only now have they got a world-class side, a squad of billions of pounds, if you put them all together. So you're going for Belgium. Who's your favourite Belgian player, Willard?
Dembele.
My favourite Dembele, yeah. Good stuff. Willard Katsande, get back to your training. Get back to the torture of pre-season and Kaizer Chiefs. Good luck with the new season, and thanks for talking to us today. Thanks, Willard.
Thanks very much, boss.
Speak to you on Twitter. Cheers, mate. That's the excellent.
Thanks, brah.
That's the excellent Willard Katsande. I picked him out before that Soweto derby last year as possibly the most improved player, and certainly one of the players of the season last year in the PSL. He was in the top 3. We shortlisted in the top 3 for both the player's player and the player of the year.
Balls.co.za